That is no good. We don't want to hit the engine limiter. We're trying to figure out things today, see what I can do with the watt box to see if I can, get it set up for some no-lift shifts. I don't know. I just don't think the watt box is working. I don't like drag racing and taking my foot off the gas pedal. I just don't like doing it. I think we've got this thing fixed. Wow, that was extremely loud. What's going on, and welcome back. So we're out and about today, testing a few things. If you caught my last video where I went to the track, finally made it to the track, very first pass and only pass so far in Project Stepchild with the Whipple supercharger, you know that I was having issues with the shifts. I did put it in that video what the issue was, but to give another update here, after emailing Rob with Palm Beach Dyno, it is confirmed that I was hitting the engine limiter. So that is no good. We don't want to hit the engine limiter because it is set at 8,100 RPM. So we don't want to run the car at that high RPM. We just don't want to get there. Rob wants me to shift about 7,500, which I've also mentioned that in that video. So we're trying to figure out things today, see what I can do with the watt box to see if I can, get it set up for some no-lift shifts. And that way, hopefully, it'll keep the RPM from spiking during the shifts, and I can shift where I need to, and I won't hit that limiter. So we're gonna do a couple tests. We're gonna see. We are on the drag setup, so hopefully we won't lose traction, but we'll see. So we're gonna run a couple tests and then see where we're at from there. I don't know if that, I didn't really notice that the no-lift shift function worked. You're supposed to be at a certain threshold. I've got it set for, I believe, 1.71 volts. 1.71, 1.75, something like that. Because full throttle was like 2.0 something. So I've got that set. Trying to think if there was anything else that you got to set for that. I don't remember so, but we'll go over it and I'll take a look at this log. I want to see how that looks on the log. So anyway, we might give it a couple more shots, find a couple places to try out the no-lift shift again and see what it's doing. See, and compare what I'm experiencing and on video here to the log that I'm recording. So hopefully between the two, I'll get the information I need and be able to figure out this whole shifting issue. So stick around, we'll do a couple more little pulls and see what we can find out. Feature is working. I don't feel any kind of cutout or anything, so I don't think it's working, which that kind of sucks. means I gotta lift. I don't notice a cut at all. I'm shifting low in the RPM, purposely trying to stay away from the limiter. Got the traction control, advanced track off, and you know, I'm just trying to test the no lift shift feature of the WOT box, but I don't think it's working. I don't notice any kind of cut or anything. So I'm real curious to look at the logs though, because that's going to tell me that the RPM where I was at when I was shifting that, like I should be able to tell when I start to shift. There'll be a slight increase in RPM right at that point. You'll be able to see it start to curve up, so that'll be the start of my shift point, and I'll be able to see what the RPM went up to. If the WOT box was working correctly, then I shouldn't see any jump in RPM, or very little from what I'm thinking. So anyway, we're gonna head back to the house and look at these logs, take a look at everything, and see what see what I can find out. All right, so back at the house, and you know, looked at the logs, looked them over, and I do not see any indication whatsoever that the ignition is cutting. I don't know. I just don't think the WOT box is working, which sucks because I don't like drag racing and taking my foot off the gas pedal. I just don't like doing it. I mean, I'm all out, you know, balls out. All right, y'all, so I wanted to interrupt the video right here because I think we've got this thing fixed. Been emailing back and forth with the support staff from N2MB, and I think we got it. We've come to the conclusion that the cable, the serial cable that goes from the WOT box to the laptop, we figured out it's bad. And I've done the testing with the LED light with the key on, engine off. Done that testing with the cable still hooked to the box but not to the laptop, and it was still messing up. So they had me pull the cable off of the WOT box itself to where there's nothing attached to it, and then try it again, and I'll throw this clip in of that right here. All right, so here's the WOT box with the cable disconnected from the box. And here we go, we're gonna do gas pedal down. There's gas pedal down, then we're gonna do clutch down. So that appears to be working correctly with the cable disconnected. All right, so we've got the car fired up. Hopefully you can see me. It looks pretty dark, but we've got the car running, and we're gonna do the tests that require the engine to be running. So this kind of nerve-wracking is probably going to be pretty loud. So hope my neighbors don't complain. But anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around and kind of explain what's going to happen, and then we'll give it a shot. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press the throttle, let it rev up, and then immediately hit the clutch. That should simulate, I believe, the no lift shift, and you should see the box blink over there. When I showed the other demonstration with the engine off, you saw the light blinking. That was throttle down, and then when I pushed the clutch in, you saw it go out, light up, and then resume blinking. So this should test the no lift shift portion. So we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Extremely loud. Woo! Good night. I don't want to do that too often. Not here anyway. Oh my god, that was terrible. Alright, so now we're going to test the two-step function. What I'm going to do, or what you have to ensure of, is that the RPM is below 1500, which it is. It's at idle. The clutch has to be pushed in first, and then you're supposed to be able to slam the gas all the way to the floor, and it should go on the two-step, right where you have set it. So I've got it set for 2,500 RPM. So here we go, let's see what this does. Good grief, man. Oh, that's so loud. All right, so there we go. The Watt box is now working, and holy crap, that was loud. That's ridiculous. But man, I am glad that we have got that working. That is one less stress that I have to deal with. So that's awesome, and hopefully that will help me with my shifts, keep me off the engine limiter, which could result in some damage if I don't stay off of it. But hopefully this will help me out in that regard. So it looks like we are ready to go for the big race coming in less than 2 weeks. So man, I'm pretty excited about this. And yeah, man, look for more content coming with Project Stepchild. But anyway, huge shout out to N2MB support for helping me out with this issue and getting me going and getting the box working, and hopefully the car running faster. So anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we'll see you on the next one.